Right?
Are we on? Are we live? Are we live? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen of Twitch. Hang on. Okay. Wait.
Oh, you go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch, this is Leon from El Paso Ghost Tours. Alex right here. You know us. I have here today with us, this is Marcelo Medina. He's a great-great-grandson of John Hale. Some of you guys know him as Johnny Hale. He was killed in the 4 dead and 5 seconds gunfight in 1881 here in El Paso by Dallas Stoudemire. We've been looking for his grave. We have no idea where it's at. We have family members here today from the Hale family, and they have, perfect, I see it. We have, they've been looking for, since they were kids, trying to find his body. The word is that it was on the ranch that was kind of subdivided over the years, over off of Donovan and far west El Paso. When they subdivided the land, we believe that the body was moved somewhere around possibly 1915. Now these guys have dug deep and they found the records of a body being put here in 19 is the first initials of John or Johnny Hale. Now if you do that L-E, and that E is just a little bit too tall because they wrote it in cursive. Some of you guys don't know how to read cursive, do you? So, so if you write L-E in cursive and you make that E just a little bit too tall, it all of a sudden becomes John or J.W. Hall. Now there is a J.W. Hall in the record books. He was from El Paso. He came here way early in the 1850s. He's one of the pioneers. He left here to become a legislator in Texas. When was it? It was 1857 until 1863. Now, you guys know what was going on between 1861 and 1865 here in the United States. That was the Civil War. Texas was a Confederate state. So all of those legislators that were in the House, I guess, the House of Representatives there in Texas, were now considered non-citizens. Okay? So that's where J.W. Hall's record ends. We can't find him after that. We don't know if he came back to El Paso. And one of the things that happened here in El Paso at the end of the Civil War, when the United States won against the Confederacy, is anybody who aided the Confederacy, which would be J.W. Hall, or they're a Confederate soldier, or hostilities, anything like that, on the Confederate side, those guys would be considered non-citizens. They had to reapply for their citizenship. Also, courts in Albuquerque, New Mexico found that the United States could seize all the property belonging to Confederate sympathizers. So what happened in El Paso? All that land got taken and auctioned off for pennies on the dollar, as low as $3 for a large plot of land. So it took a couple of years, and one of those guys that was upset about this whole thing because he got his property taken away, his name was Crosby. He was a judge. He's a very smart judge. Crosby actually became a judge an attorney when he was about 15 years old. That's how smart this guy was. He was actually practicing law at that age. Became a judge, and he fought that case because, number one, it wasn't even in Texas. It was in the New Mexico territory, which wasn't even a state. He fought that, and he won in I believe, the Supreme Court. So all those people got their land back. Now, did J.W. Hall come back to El Paso? Was he ostracized? What happened? Because he was a Mason. And so all the Masons are buried about 200 yards to the southwest of us. So if this is John or J.W. Hall, why is he buried here, as the records state? He shouldn't be buried here. He was a great proponent of the different people that were here. He made laws helping the Native Americans and the Mexican citizens and the Mexican people that were living here in El Paso at the time during the 1850s, 1860s. So he was greatly revered. Why isn't there a stone? And why would he be here? Now, John Hale, if it's John Hale, there's quite a good possibility he would be buried somewhere between here and here, somewhere in here. Why isn't there a stone? See, the thing is, if you've seen our past videos of this place, there are a lot of places that don't have stones. Some of those stones actually fell over time. The ground's kind of soft out here, and over time it may have just, the weight of it just plopped onto the ground. And then the dust storms, the rainstorms, etc., moved all the dirt and all the sand over the top of it. If you've ever lived in the desert, you understand that you can't even leave your car sitting for too long because it'll get buried. So there may be a stone under here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a probe, a metal probe, and we're going to drive it into the ground gently and see if we can find something. We're not allowed to dig. We already talked to the people that run this place. We can't dig. We can probe, we can use a brush, but we cannot dig. Now, if we end up finding something today, then we're able to get permission to do a ground penetrating radar. Now, John Hale was 6'9". That would make his casket, or the box he was buried in, it would have to be about 7 feet long for his remains. Maybe, maybe not. If they were respectful and they buried him exactly as he was, or if they put him in a little box and a pile of bones. We don't know what they did. Family members, I would assure you, would put them in the right spot exactly how he laid out of respect. So again, in the records, they say he was laid to rest here in 1915, February 22nd, I believe, in 1915. They say the cause of death was an abscess in his head. An abscess is a hole. John Hale was shot in the head. They said in the records also from 1915 that this person, they don't know his age, but all they can say is he's a very large person. So we got large person, hole in the head. So a few pieces are missing there. We're hoping to uncover something. Marcelo, would you like to start kind of probing? I'll get a brush. Now, chances are, if it fell into the road, somebody would have noticed. If it fell into this direction, then probably nobody would have noticed. Down, what, 6 inches? So probably nothing there. So I have to line up pretty much with everything else right through here. There's a possibility the base is still there and the stone itself broke off of the base. This place was pretty much abandoned up until the 90s. So pretty good chance this is not it. It could be between.
Let me go a little bit over here.
About every foot or so is what we're going to. Do it again the way you did the other one. Like, yeah. A little bit further, I think. Yeah. That looks solid. All right, guys.
No, it's just that I'm getting tired.
The dirt's soft, but there's a lot of rocks, guys. Yeah, pretty sure nothing. And if you fall into something, I'll come and get you.
Let me go this way, right?
Yeah.
About right here, and then we'll go that way a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. So we have to use a brush. We can't use our hands because of the nasty little stickers in the dirt. The ground around here shifts a lot, guys. The roads were always here from day one, so we know it's not going to be out in the road. There's nothing buried underneath the roads here. It's all going to be buried off to the sides. If I find one of those stickers, I'll show you guys. Probably in my shoes. Oh, surprisingly not. It's kind of funny because last time we were here, we were walking from over there. This rock wall over here is the Chinese section. And we were walking towards the Chinese section, and Alex saw a guy standing over here underneath one of the trees. Like, who's there? Because it was one of those days when nobody was here. So, and then the guy just disappeared, right? He just kind of vanished. So we came over here to look. No footprints. No fresh footprints. Oh, yeah, you're out on the road now. Yeah.
More by your shoe, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, there's a couple people kind of roaming around here. But if you guys watched our past videos, you'll know that every single time we came here, we saw full body apparitions. Except that one, I just saw half a guy. I'm like,
We saw over there, remember? When we were out here, me and you?
oh, yeah.
There was a lady walking.
Yep. So Marcelo's seen him too.
The guy that you were looking for in the red shirt didn't exist.
Oh, yeah, the guys were over here. It's like two guys standing over there. And I'm like, where'd they go? And I asked the security guard, I said, who else is out here? Because I just saw a couple people. And he goes, nobody, you guys are it. And this is one entrance right here. You know? I was like, okay. So every single time I've been here, I've seen a full body apparition. It's not too far-fetched because if you know what you're looking for, you'll pick up on them. Oh, really?
I'm gonna go a little bit.
Nail has paint on it.
Like from
Probably from a wooden headstone. So you guys can see it. There's no reason for a a painted nail to be out here. I mean, it's not a square nail, but they stopped using square nails, what, in the teens?
I didn't believe you when you said when you said that grave markers get buried underneath. So I saw that when you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
They just bury themselves, and sometimes the weather is good or bad, and it uncovers them. So Concordia is an old cemetery. It's if it's not the oldest cemetery in El Paso, it's the second oldest existing operating cemetery. There's pretty much no more space in here. It's I believe it's 57 acres, and there are up to 65,000 people buried here. Now, are they buried on top of each other? Maybe, probably, especially in the pauper section over there. Now, the guy that used to run this place, he'd come out here after rainstorms. He'd come out here after windstorms. If you live in the desert, you'll understand that windstorms can move a lot of the dirt, especially the soft stuff. And there's a possibility they get buried if they're the flat ones that sit on the ground. But also during these windstorms, they uncover things. So they're always uncovering stones that are forgotten. The records are not that great, guys.
What if they did this one backwards?
Like over there?
Over here. Because there's two sets. Where those rocks are, so I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but you can see, yeah, you can see these little piles of rocks. These aren't necessarily the location of a grave. There is a possibility that, well, we know for a fact that a lot of the people that were working on this place, they'd find rocks and they just put them in piles, which really made a mess out of things. All right, I'm gonna. If it's backwards, might as well try.
Oh,
can see.
Oh, you can see him. Okay.
I did that already.
It's hard being live. Is that a bone? Oh, no. Toothpaste tube. Now, one of the guys we got here with us today is Josh. He was, he's behind the camera. Josh is one of the producers of Tex-Mex Motors.
What's up, guys?
So, celebrity.
He's a celebrity.
Hey, you're on Tex-Mex Motors too?
I know.
That was like 6 episodes. I was, wait a minute.
Looking for a car that doesn't do.
Right? And lo and behold, there it was. This is good though, I mean, kind of boxing it.
That's what I was saying. Like, gotta be in that general area.
Hey, Leon.
Yeah.
Would you let you guys bring like how the archaeologists do? They put like a string to like tie it off to make sure like you're combing everything through.
Probably so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the grid.
The grid.
Yeah, she probably let us do that.
You can all just. You know what
Yeah, yeah.
Calling Patricia back. She'll be on the phone for me.
I'm not calling her. But yeah, that would actually be a pretty good idea. We do know the name of that stone back there, but she's not on our map. So the map is from a long time ago, and I think she was buried in, yeah, about 32 years later in 1947. So she's not going to be on our map.
I mean? Radars that can actually penetrate the ground
Yes,
and see.
ground penetrating radars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to know how to read it.
Yeah, I've got to hire somebody to do that.
Is there anybody to hire?
Yeah, there are people in town that do it. I don't know how good they are. They would have to know what they're doing because they usually look for gas lines and things like that.
Right. Yeah.
So an archaeological style, UTEP. UTEP. Anybody from UTEP? So maybe you guys can see this. This is the map we're looking at. This is the spot we're looking at right there. J.W. Hall or Hale. Up a little bit. Okay, there you go. So we're looking right there.
Oh.
None of the stones are marked. None of the graves are marked. None of the stones are here. Okay.
Did I hit a rock? Did I hit something?
Move over an inch or two.
Let me go a little bit more, yeah?
You were spot on, dude.
Yeah.
You were spot on.
Where we stop?
That's past it.
Let me go this way.
Yeah. Was that right?
Yeah, I think so. He got the spot right.
Was it backwards then?
It's right in the middle. Now at the stone, if you line everything up,
There. That's what I said.
so those are the two empty spots? Nothing in those?
Yeah, right here's where I hit something.
Okay.
Both places.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get that deep, but we can brush it.
I should have brought a rake.
Yeah. A rake would have helped.
A rake and a. I'm not gonna start shoveling.
We can't shovel yet. Are you able to sort of bracket it? Something like that?
See if it goes north.
See if it goes this direction? Yeah.
Let me see how far deep it is.
Okay. Well, that was in one of the holes you definitely had contact in.
It was, right?
Yeah. Could be just at the edge of it too.
Right.
Right there. 6 inches?
Yeah, right here.
6, 8 inches.
Let me go.
So we know that one's good. Depends on how it fell and how it's laying.
With the hammer.
All right. Go backwards with it.
This way?
Yeah. I don't know if we had a claw hammer.
Right there.
Boom. That's like 3 inches. So there's something here for sure. So this one was a negative, right?
Right.
Positive, positive. Okay.
Not that far deep either.
Just right there. So I want you guys to see this. This is the dirt we're working with right here. Like moon dust. Boom, right there.
It's a lot, bro, I think. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the rocks aren't that big. It could be fragmented too.
There's something
There's something there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can feel it, huh?
Yeah. Ow.
Six inches.
Yeah, looks like it. That's a larger rock there, but still. Okay, we're clearing it. We're not digging.
No, we're not gonna dig. She just doesn't want us to dig up her body, right? Like,
Yeah, because they never know, because some of them surface a little bit. They come up, they move around. So right here, something below the surface right here for sure. Ain't no way we're gonna get down there. Oh wait. Big rock.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke at it.
Yeah, you see where you're hitting it right there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. All right, wait a minute. So there's a presence of larger rocks.
Right.
It's just right there. So what I'm thinking is possibly they may have stacked rocks on top of it, right? They might have stacked a bunch of, yeah.
So how do we know there's even like a cement? We don't. What do you call plaque or
A headstone?
Headstone.
We don't, but
What happens if it's just a bunch of rocks?
it could be. But I mean,
and a wooden cross.
so what I'm kind of thinking is, you know, in my mind, why would they move him, right? Why would they move his body from his resting place on the property? But they split the property into different sections when some of the family sold off and left, right? And maybe his body was on that piece of property. And out of respect, they disinterred him and brought him out here. Now, if they sell that land, they're going to have some cash. And it wasn't back then. It really wasn't that much money to I guess you'd say, have a stone built, like a decent one, even just a rudimentary, regular stone. And I think by then they knew that the wooden crosses just fall apart in the weather. Sure. So they would. Oh, another rake. So if we found a few big rocks, there's a possibility that they just stacked rocks, but there's got to be a stone. Now, did you check in this area right here?
I did.
Oh, that'd be too far. Okay, like right here? Because it could also be one of those ones that are just on the surface. Is that your dart?
Yeah. It's right there.
You don't think there's a possibility where it can come up to here?
It could, but I mean, everything else kind of lines up. Like these are the older ones that are on the map. So everything lines up right here. And the roads have always been here. So there's a possibility it could line up to here. It's just a shot in the dark, really.
So you know that table that's up in the front?
Yeah, grid
one?
with the string.
Oh, yeah.
That'd probably help a lot.
Yeah, it would.
So
it would.
Comb everything through, you know.
Find some use for that. Even for your brush, you might be able to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this is in the back of the truck.
I can make that work.
Nope,
Cannot.
nada.
I know it's beating the crap out of you there, Marcelo.
Hey, see?
All right, so we're just going to call that a false one right now. Yeah, and we found the rocks. Yeah, we can cover it up.
I was trying to work away his probation.
That make it easier on the
It does. Yeah, poke at it a little bit there. You need me to do it?
Yeah,
Okay. I'd rather you guys make the discovery.
Sure.
let the Mexican do it.
Hey, I'm 0%. I had did the DNA test and stuff. Came to find out I'm a small percentage of Native American.
And Neanderthal too, right?
And, oh yeah.
That explains everything.
I'm Neanderthal. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
How much is like 1%? You said?
It's like 3%. Yeah, somewhere between 2 and 5% Neanderthal. It's a lot. It's like way more than most people.
When did the last Neanderthal disappear?
So I don't know.
15,000 years ago?
Yeah, like 15, 30,000, something like that. They used to eat humans.
Wow.
I could feel the rocks underneath.
When he bangs it, you can feel it?
Yeah. I could feel the rocks underneath my feet. I can feel it here.
I just brought more things that cram in the ground.
Yeah. It's like something.
I wasn't going to carry them to the cemetery.
Yeah. You want to bring the crowbar to the cemetery?
Yeah, that looks real good.
All right, so negative in this area. So the next step would be a GPR, ground penetrating radar. If you discover Hall, J.W. Hall, it's still a significant discovery because of his legal stature.
Right.
And it's weird that he's not here.
We're gonna physically look in that sonic section.
Yeah.
If
See if Hall's there,
then this is somebody else.
then this is going to be somebody else. This would most likely be J.W. Hale. Yeah. Exactly. All right, so we know there are rocks underneath here. Let's clean it all up. Over here. Right, guys. So that's kind of how certain discoveries go. You're working with rudimentary tools and rules. We can only do so much. I'd like to take a nice flat-bladed shovel and just kind of level it down about a foot, but we can't do it. We're not allowed. So we have searched from here all the way to right around in here. So, which is a pretty big section. It's probably about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet right here. About 4 or 5 feet this way. So we've pretty much done everything we can right now. I do not know how much a GPR would be, but maybe UTEP can help out. So if anybody watching is from UTEP, give us a call.
We'll look for someone.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to give you like an actual picture. It's going to give you like waves, right?
Yeah.
And you need to know how to read those waves.
And that's like the 10-year-old stuff. So I don't know what they have now. So I just don't know. It'd be kind of nice to have somebody come out here that really knows what they're doing for archaeological purposes and be able to map it out. And you use those little sticks, little flags, and you stick them in the ground. This is the outline of what we have here. Now, if Hale was buried here, he would be probably head to toe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's say 8 feet down to here. Pretty large.
Probably a little bit more, like another foot, due to the
Yeah.
coffin being a little oversized.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe down to here.
Yeah. I'll fix that.
Yeah, so that big section right there would show up on the GPR. The other ones would probably be more like 6 feet.
Right.
There's not too many people who are 6'9", even nowadays, except for Trump's son.
Right. Baron?
Barron
How
Trump,
tall is he?
6'7". He was 17 years
Still
old.
growing now?
He's still growing. He's a giant. He's one of the biblical giants. So, all right. So that's that, guys. Next thing we're going to end up doing is we're going to run over to the. We're going to use the spirit box for a second. We're going to see if we can get anything to come out. If Hale's here, his family's here. Maybe he'll want to come out and speak with us. What do you need, Alex? Cable. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the box. We're gonna use his oversized speaker. Oversized speaker. His DJ setup.
I'd even that. That's the cable.
Just the small part of the cable, right?
No, not the big.
The whole thing.
The big doohickey.
Here you go. Can't really see the K2s. Yeah, they're pretty much invisible out here. I'm getting solid orange out here. This one actually makes noise. I'll hold this one. All right, guys, so this senses EMF, electromagnetic fields. This is magnetic. So if you get it near a magnet, or if a magnetic field hits it, it'll start beeping. These lights light up, but it's daytime. You probably won't be able to see it. So maybe possibly we'll get something. You should be able to hear it beep. I'll let you hear what it sounds like.
That's wrong.
Okay, here it goes. So you guys hear that little beep? Zeros on the EMF and zeros on the magnetic. Here's a magnetic.
Oh, they can't see that.
Yeah, you can hear it a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Backwards. I like setting it at about 300 milliseconds.
I'm at 350.
350, a little slower. Let it go through a cycle. What is it? Heard that clear.
And it's in reverse.
Yeah. That was pretty clear, guys. Said, what is it?
That's all the way up. They're both all the way up.
Okay. All right, guys. So we just heard a child say, what is it? So I'm going to answer them. This is a radio that you can speak on. We're looking for someone specific. My name is Leon. This is Alex. He's helping out.
Hello.
Hey, he said. Well, it sounded like it was the same voice, too. Hey, kid. Hey. We're looking for Johnny Hale.
Mala.
Not Mala. Mala means bad in Spanish. We're looking for John Hale. We have his family here. I don't know what they said.
Doesn't get any louder.
John, are you here? John, are you here? John, if you're here, please say your name. Free. We're trying to find where you're buried, where your resting spot is. Step back. Is this where he is at? Is this where John Hale is at? Did he say uh-huh?
Either that or
Is this where John Hale's at? I'm gonna step where I think he's at. You tell me if yes or no.
Don't move.
Don't move.
I see it.
You see it? You said you see it, and somebody else said you see it. Different frequencies. You said back again.
don't fall.
Is this the right spot? Keep what? Yes or no? To the side. 3 to the side. All right, 3 to the side. Does that mean 1, 2, 3? Right here? Yes or no? There? Did he have a stone? Does he still have a stone? Right here? Further? Here? Same voice. Two different frequencies.
Well, it's funny. There, so you see it. And the other thing's telling you to move back.
We're trying to find John Hale. John William Hale. Johnny Hale. Johnny. The map that we have says that he could possibly be here.
There told you to see it. Then it told you to move back.
When does it mean I'm looking at it here? Like yep. Is this where he's at?
That means you got in the wrong area. You're a whole space over.
This area right here?
You didn't check this space.
Kind of did. A little bit.
That was me.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. That's good.
Is this where he's at?
Yes,
What is?
Is this where John Hale is? Let's try the other name. How about, what was his name? Is it Joseph Hall? Is it Joseph Hall? Jefferson Hall. Jefferson Hall. J.W. Hall. Who's buried here? Is it Hall or Hale? Hale. Father. Was he your father? I know there's several people buried here. We're just trying to find John Hale or J.W. Hall. You said it was Hale. You say Hale again?
Yeah.
Guys, we might be on it, according to whoever's around here. We can't see. Come out. Come out. My spirit bursts from my body.
We're already here. We're out.
We're coming out. It's hard to communicate with them. Very difficult. Not a lot of children. Okay, what? I'm trying to think. So somewhere around here is John Hale. There's a piece of equipment right here. You can make it beep if you put energy into it. I can't do it. Get back. Just to let you know, I cannot see you. So we have to communicate through the box. Said, no, sir.
Said, you see it there. It said, go back.
See it, go back.
And I told you to go right 3.
Okay, we're going to try it again. I'm going to stand like this. You tell me which direction to go. This is right, left, forward, back. Which direction do I need to go? Get off.
Come out, get off.
Tell me where to stand to be on top of him. John, are you here? What do you say? Ada? We're specifically looking for John Hale. Do we go back? Right or left? The records say he might be here. I think he said left. Left? Left. He said left again. Further left?
What?
Or? Left?
Wrong with the 8 or 9 space.
Yeah.
It's only
Left again? Forward, backwards, left or right? Here?
you're in a space.
Now, if these spaces actually, the plots line up with the streets, maybe that happens. That would put this one at the top. This would be at the bottom. This would be where he would be. I have to turn the camera.
No, you don't.
Is it okay?
Come on, no, you have.
I'm not the camera guy.
I'm not even.
Is this where John Hale is?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's what she said? The spirits are telling us that this is John Hale's spot.
Kind of
Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So if you think about it, if they were to line up these plots according to the roads, that would put it right.
Well, it's even with Burr.
With Burr, yeah,
And it's even with the one behind you.
it is.
You want to paint that one?
This is where we should be.
I can paint the rock like a little bit, just so we know that those are our rocks.
Okay.
Like it said, you're standing here.
Yeah.
It said you see.
You see it,
You see it.
then I'm looking right at it.
And then it said, get back 3.
So if I went
3. You'd still see it.
right here, this is Marcelo. This is John Hale's great-great-grandson. Belle, you're his great-great-granddaughter, right? So we have his great-great-great-granddaughter. Awesome. We would appreciate it if you were to contact John. Make a telephone call on your side. I would. 1884, they got the first phones here. Yeah. So John Hale did not have a phone. 81. So if you're able to get a hold of John Hale and tell him his family's here, they'd like to say hello.
There you go.
We have great respect for John Hale. Can you tell him we'd like to speak with him? They want to say hello.
Want it?
John Hale. Mr. Hale, we have some relatives of yours that want to say hello. You just have to speak. This thing should pick it up, and we should be able to hear your voice. 152 years? Yeah. 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 Cursed. Come and speak to us, John. Come and speak to us, Mr. Hale. Yes, yes. John Hale, please speak to us. Please. We want to talk with you. We want to have a conversation. They want to say hello.
Have them say hello.
Yeah, you guys want to say hello to him? Kind of reach out. You want you?
Okay.
Maybe she's been trying the hardest.
Yeah.
Maybe not answering you.
I'm
One of them.
a stranger.
You share no blood.
No, I don't share any blood.
Pick somebody.
Yeah, you want to ask? Hey, Marcelo. You want to talk to him? Try to bring him out. All right. So, give you a little recap. They said they found him. We asked them to go get him. They said they found him. He's not talking to me. Maybe you can reach out. Just say hello. I'm looking for John Hale.
Hey, Grandpa. Talk to me.
Oh,
Talk to me, Grandpa.
You want to come over here?
Tell me something you only know.
Yeah, I got the mic. So as you can tell, the answers are really short. You kind of have to ask the questions.
Who was on Hill?
You can ask him what his wife's name is.
Who was on Hill? She went by Maria and Hill. Molina.
Okay.
Where is your son Willie buried? Where is Willie, your son, buried?
Where is he buried?
Juarez.
In Juarez? They said Juarez.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's buried with his son.
No.
Okay. Anoche. That was a weird one. This almost sounded like the end of Let Me Out.
yeah.
Yeah?
What year did you die?
Almost sound like it says cello. Find a coin?
Did you?
Yeah.
I think they call
A peso?
Where did you enlist into the Union Army?
Don't see.
Yeah, you.
Eureka. Eureka, California. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, Wairika. All right, so the answer we're looking for when we ask the question, where did you enlist, would be Wairika, California. So we're waiting to hear Wairika. Sure. So Marcelo wants to know, your great-great-grandson wants to know a couple of questions. We want to make sure we're speaking to John Hale. He wants to know, where did you enlist?
Alright.
What city? What town?
Okay. Yeah.
In 1861. Did you hear it? You heard it?
61?
No, he said Wairika.
Did he?
I just heard the Rika part.
Wow, I didn't hear it. But,
It takes time sometimes. How old was he when he passed away? It's like 32?
36.
36?
Yeah, 36.
So he would still sound kind of young.
35 or 36.
Okay.
Depending on when his birthday was.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
that.
So that'd put him at
1845?
1845? What?
Iowa.
Okay. John Hale. Another question. What state were you born in? What state were you born in? That's me. Hola. Should I say my name? I say it, I mean the machine. John Hale, where were you born? Iowa? It said Iowa? Is that what it sounded? It sounded like it said that. It almost sounded like as a man, sort of a younger voice. His dad's name.
Yeah, Daniel.
Okay. John Hale, another question. What was your father's name? What was your father's name?
George.
Not George. Say it again if you already said it. What was your father's name? Getting names, but not the right one. John Hale. What was your father's name? Speaking with John Hale. Yeah.
Did you?
Saw movement over there. There's nobody over there. You heard a kid?
Over there.
When you were walking over there? So Marcelo actually heard a little kid. Was the kid laughing or heard a kid laughing over there a little while ago?
Don't. Please.
Well, John Hale, your family members here, your descendants, your great-great-grandkids, they want to say hello to you.
You did.
You did?
I did.
I did. That might have been him. So, like, he might have been saying, I did say hi, right? Because they're limited how much they can say with the radio. Sound like the same voiceover, like a younger guy. So what I have to do is, if you guys get a GPR and come out, we can set up the equipment again, and because I think this is a really weird way to find a grave. But just everything they said, it just seems like this is it right here. So
It says you see it from there.
yeah, because I was hearing it says you see it. I was looking over here, pretty much. Three spots over.
3 spots
It
over.
said 3. Right there. All right, let's end it. Let's go do a little search over there at the Masons area. See if we can find J.W. Hall. Okay. Mr. Hale, it was nice speaking with you.
Jump in the Discord, all that good stuff.
Yep, jump on the Discord.
When are you going to resume tours, sir?
We're going to resume tours not this week, not tomorrow, but the next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. It's going to be too cold this weekend. As you can see, January 2nd in El Paso, I'm sweating. So to say.
I wasn't
It's hot.
expecting this.
Temperature's going to drop. Here on the weatherman, temperature's going to drop. Low pressure system's going to hit. Yeah, anyway. So
Johnny, are you there? I've been looking for you for since I was 13 years old. Give me something.
name? Several are trying to communicate with us. This is John Hale's time right now. Please respect that, okay? John Hale, your great-great-granddaughter's here. She wants to talk to you real bad.
Come on.
Mr. Hale, try real hard. Please try. Southwest.
Cover.
So female said John. Are you being stubborn?
The guy said he found it.
Build up the strength, John.
Zap it out of that type if you need to.
Yeah, tap some of the energy in there. Come on, John.
Just show me the check.
Do it. Mr. Hale, with all respect, Please come talk to your relatives. They really want to speak to you. To John Hale.
Tell me about your ranch, Johnny.
Right away, she said ranch. It sounded like it. John Hale, get your strength together and come speak with us. Anything that you think you did is all forgiven. Please come speak with us. Communicating with the dead is hard. He might just be being stubborn right now.
52 years, a long time not to remember.
Or even remember your name. John Hale, shot and killed by Dallas Stoudemire. John Hale, you killed Gus Crumpcraw.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
That's all forgiven. Please say hello to them. Say hello to Belle.
Hello.
Thank you.
Works for me.
Sure would have liked to got to know you. Ran into a couple of your ranch hands. Yeah.
Hello.
They said that you used to be a nice guy. That was a little kid saying mom. I don't think your mom's here, mijo. It's the problem with doing like communicating in a cemetery is a lot of them want to talk. Everybody's probably, if you could see dead people, there'd probably be a bunch of them around us right now, waiting their turn.
I want to tell
Any questions or things?
Just want to tell you, Johnny, this is your great-great-granddaughter, Isabel Medina. I just want to tell you that the search will continue. Will continue however long it takes for us to find you.
When we come looking for you with this equipment, please come speak with us. We're trying to give you news or just say hello from our side. They want to say hello. They want to bring the family together, even on your side. So the next time we all gather up again, I want you to come out, okay? Please do that for us. We'll try again the next time. I think we are a good percentage. Pretty sure this might be it.
Tell me about your eyes, Johnny.
He said blue. He said blue. He said blue. Guys, John Hale's eyes were like ice blue. Johnny.
Bluer than mine.
Where are you, Johnny? Come
Ice
through.
blue, dude.
Bluer than mine.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, there's a couple of things in there. That's a lot better communication we got downtown. Yeah. Yeah. All right, John, thank you very much for coming through. Like I said, next time we come out, we're going to call for you. Some of your friends will probably call on you to come speak. I'd like to talk to you again. Your family would love to talk to you again. Hasta luego.
Goodbye, Johnny.
All right, that was good. Interesting. I liked how they guided me. They're like, you could. I was over here, and they're like, you could see it. And they said 3 over or something like that, and I'm standing over here, left. Ta-da! That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, Twitchers. See you guys next time. We're going to try to keep up with this whole case. We're going to try to discover. We got a little bit done. A little bit. We didn't find a headstone like we hoped. We're probably a little bit off. There's only so much we can do physically and legally and by the rules. So join us next time, and we will talk to you guys later.
Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. We're gonna live stream.
Unless we come up Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday maybe, yeah. So next Friday we're gonna do the tour. We're gonna live stream the tour. You guys can watch that. You guys can see what we discover at the same time we discover it. So join us then, guys.